go. There you go. And for you, Mama. Wow. You want one, Sky? Okay, I'll put it right here. I'm rolling in cucumbers lately. So sharing with the dogs has been like a blessing. A blessing? And they're just so cute to watch. Ever since I gave my one dog, Max, his cucumber, now everyone wants cucumbers and they're all just patiently waiting while they sit there on the counter. So it's a new fan favorite here. Wow. Since this fell over, I haven't really been able to identify every single pepper here. But I think this is the shishito that I've just let go too long. This part of the garden is where my vertical greenstock garden used to be. A couple weeks ago, we had a pretty big thunderstorm that just filled my entire tower with water. It made it so heavy, it fell over, and when I tried to put it back together, one of the shelves was expanded. It just no longer fit the rest of the tower, so it made it kind of virtually impossible to correctly stack without things falling over again. I will admit, though, because this felt like a small failure on my behalf, I neglected the plants a little bit more than I would have had they been different. But plants will be plants, and they still want to grow. So I'm harvesting a lot of peppers today, and although I don't know what kinds they are, I am so incredibly thankful. And just because the food tower has become a food forest doesn't make it any less beautiful. Sometimes it only takes a change in perspective to become inspired again. In my handy pouch. I'm trying to get some of these a little smaller. Like this is probably good. These seeds actually get bigger than the green market moors, the silver slicers, so I've been trying to harvest these a little smaller. And that way it's really good size for the dogs too. My mom has some friends coming over today, so I'm gonna go ahead and harvest extra to give some to them because this is just too much. This is too much. Oof. All right, do we have any green? I kind of want to leave this one longer. That one can stay. That can stay. Got one coming up in here. You can stay too. Wow, got a lot more coming up there. Some green ones. Let's go ahead and empty this pouch, see what we got. Got this little pouch on Amazon. So far, I love it. If you don't have any type of thing, get one. This is great. I'm gonna keep more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. That's pretty good. Yeah, he thinks they're treats now. All the dogs think they're treats now. So, Yeah, well, I already gave you one this morning though, so we're gonna wait on that. Okay. That's pretty good. And I got more in the house I need to get through too. Yeah. My goodness, I just spotted something. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. It's putting a lot of weight on that strawberry plant. And covering up from getting water. This is huge. Oh my gosh, a good example of something can get away from you so fast. Oh my gosh, this might be the biggest one I've had all year. Biggest cucumber, heaviest. Wow. You've got to be kidding me, dude. Size this up next to these ones. Hello, Madeline. Got one more tomato to eat. Look at, sir, excuse me. Although cucumbers have been like a main priority for me so far this season, the tomatoes are about to snap off. I made a tomato terrace. We talked about it in a different video, but I officially added some stakes to it to keep it like a ceiling, and it's actually going really, really well. Do you want to come in and see? There we go. Check it out. How cool is this? We're on our own little tomato hideaway tunnel. Stakes that I already had to go through the fence, across and through the tomato cage. Pretty sturdy. And so far, I put a few of them up and they've kind of laid down there on it. I'm gonna give you a really good view here. Wow. Yeah, she's gorgeous. And so far, everything is happy and liking it. I'm able to come in here and trim, and soon I'll be able to harvest some tomatoes. Very, very obviously in here. Last year, I couldn't really get back here around this time of year anymore. And the plant didn't really suffer, but I didn't get as many tomatoes as I could have. Wow. Say it with me. Wow. Oh my gosh. It was very windy today. I know I'm such a goon, but I just can't get over how beautiful these plants are, how well they're growing. I was telling the garden the other day that it feels like this was one of the best masterpieces I have ever made in this lifetime so far. And I was like, I haven't had kids yet, so I can't say anything about that. But so far, this is one of the things that I am most proud of in terms of creating art or creating something with my hands or working on a project or anything. This is just 10 out of 10 the most beautiful thing I think I've created. And one of the most beautiful things about it is that she is pretty much running entirely on her own right now. She has her own living ecosystem, breathing, sleeping, feeding, and she's self-sufficient. She's on her own. I don't need to come out here as much anymore. It's when you get to harvest the fruit of your labor, your work. That's exactly the season I'm entering in here right now. It's just appreciating the garden for all of her hard work and what she's providing for me. And man, she's just beautiful. Just telling her that. And that I'm proud of her for just doing this by herself. She doesn't even need me. I just get to come out here, look at her, say, wow, look at you, and harvest some of her fruits that I get to eat for my body and my family and my nanny kids. And it's just cool. It's just cool. Different colors. This one's so bright and sunny. This is the Bumblebee Sunrise tomato. And the sun, you really know why it's called that. Oh, she's so cute. I love how she complements the orange zinnias behind her. Why are you guys so cute together? Wow. The Sunrise Bumblebee has a lot more up at the top here that I can see. Not as much down here as the black cherry, but that's okay. Now let's talk about Brad's Atomic Grape, the first one here when we enter the tunnel. It's crazy. And down here I have yet to harvest one tomato, but I'm learning that they get soft when they start to ripen. So I've got my eye on a few of these guys. But they are so beautiful, and they're starting to turn red where the green was, where the sun's not hitting. So we're so close. Man, Brad's Atomic Grape is a spectacle to behold, and I am so excited to taste it. I hope it doesn't let me down. Look at this. I've never had a cherry tomato perform this well. Wow. So right here on the other side of my gate, clearly the tomatoes are starting to trail over. I'm so excited. She's beautiful. She's already putting off tomatoes down here. when the bottom's just starting to ripening. It's just crazy. It's crazy. I can barely keep up with her, and it's letting me know that we're getting to that point where it's just about to be wild. Like wild, where I can't contain it, she can't be contained, and I'm gonna have an abundance of tomatoes in no time. Just beautiful, beautiful. Not so much this. This could take her out. Morning Glory is beautiful as well, but man, it'll take over your entire garden for us. So I hope she stays back. Just so pretty. Look at how they just flow over this fence. Oh my goodness. Wild. The doorway to my tomato Narnia. Oh my gosh. Kind of let this fall open. Let them kind of roll out, but that one got popped. It's okay. I'll check them all when I wash them. Zinnias here. Finally. They're really starting to bush out. At least this one, because it gets the most sun. The other ones back here, a little less so, but I'm not mad about it. I really think that these are going to hold out well until fall, and then maybe these ones can catch up to that one, and maybe they'll have their heyday in the fall once the cucumber's gone. So pretty. Nice long one. This is a pretty good harvest. Some strawberries still, peppers, tomatoes, a lot of cucumber, some gorgeous, gorgeous flowers, and always dog hair. Cheers. I only had two, so one for me, one for you. Thank you guys so much, as usual, for spending time with me in the garden today. I really believe the garden is at its peak right now. I'm super excited to see how many more cucumbers I continue to harvest through the next couple weeks as they start to die out. And I'm super excited for the tomatoes to really take off and become a September showstopper along with the zinnias. So I look forward to seeing you guys later. Take care. You want a strawberry? Here you go. A little garden pail. Why are you so sweet, Bubba? Why are you so sweet? He may not even eat that, yeah. Come on, Bubs.